Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharp, IBCLC Director of Communications and MC here at Gold Learning. Well, welcome to all of you tuning in today. We are talking about our upcoming Gold Midwifery Online Conference 2023. That's right, folks. We are back with you once again and excited to be here. We've got so much to offer this year, and we're going to be talking about add-on packages. These are one of our optional packages that you get to choose from. And some people choose them all. Just saying, you don't have to, but they're here for you to learn more, to take a deep dive. And this particular add-on package that we're going to be talking about today is called Clinical Tools for the Changing Landscape of Newborn Care Plans. And those recordings will all take place and be ready for you on February 6th. So you'll be able to get them as soon as you register for the event and it opens up. Today, it is my pleasure. My goodness, Kathy, it's so good to see you. Kathy Parks is here now. If you don't know this wonderful person and you haven't met this person in your travels yet, let me tell you, you are in for a real treat. I've known Kathy for many years, and boy, you know, she works hard not only with clients, but in education. And so she's here for it all. And I'm absolutely delighted that she's here talking about a very special topic, powerful relationships, how babies and parents learn to love. So welcome to you, Kathy. It's so good to have you here today.
Oh, thank you so much for the invitation. This is a passion of mine, the combination of babies, breasts, and brains.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's like the epitome of my talks. So I am really excited about this particular presentation.
well, thank you so much. And yeah, thanks for taking some time out of your life. I know it's busy and you've got lots going on, but I also know it wasn't hard to send out that invite to you because I know that this topic is powerful for you, and you and I love talking about it as well offline. So just know that we had a great chat today too, and we'll continue to have those chats. Now, as part of this package, I know we're going to be talking a little bit about some of those bonding and love in nature and nurture and all those types of things. But I wanted to take a little bit of a dive into some of the language, why this might be important, and how it's perceived sometimes by our families. So give me a couple of snippets of what we're going to be learning about.
Well, we're going to learn about the difference between bonding and attachment. So,
Mm,
bonding is that initial mother and baby face to face, getting to know each other. And attachment is the ongoing process through the rest of their lives. There's no positive or negative connotations with those terminologies. And I know some of our parents don't always feel that.
yeah, no, for sure. And I think that, having these conversations, that learning curve, especially in the
Yeah.
early days, is so important because there's quite a bit of depletion, I think, that happens, in that initial undertaking of becoming a new parent. And, what I'm alluding to, of course, is the fatigue, but also comes a lot of that confusion, distress, perhaps trauma from the birth. Let's not neglect from talking about that. And these things can all impact what happens next with that relationship, correct?
They definitely can. And one of the things that I was able to pick up and will be sharing in this presentation is how oxytocin can help to overcome those things
Mm,
so
okay.
that bonding and attachment can take place as the parents and the baby need and want. So oxytocin is an amazing hormone. I wish we made more of it when we had teenagers, but we don't. So,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about the biological processes, the neurological processes, and hormonal processes that all work together in this great harmony of ways to allow parents and babies to bond with each other and to attach securely to each other.
So playing a little bit of devil's advocate here, so I understand the bonding process, and yes, I've learned lots. I know personally a lot about attachment and those types of things, but I do hear on occasion like, why is it is it that important? Does it need to happen right away? Do you see situations where there's perhaps a detachment of sorts because of how things are sort of playing out in the immediate postpartum?
The potential is definitely there. Things like postpartum depression, traumatic labor, delivery,
Hmm.
maybe early child or early babyhood, a long NICU stay. There's so many things that could come into play that could have an impactful event occur for the family. Um, but in everything that I've read, it can pretty much be overcome.
Mm,
It's not a death sentence, so to speak,
right.
in that bonding and attachment process. There's always a way to make up for it. We will talk about what can go wrong,
Hmm.
and some of the things that have been seen, like the Romanian orphanages,
Hmm.
where children did have very long-term effects
Mm,
from neglect
right.
and abuse.
Yeah, absolutely. This is it is such an important topic. And I think that the more tools that we have as practitioners, obviously, the more we can really support our families. I
Right.
think that sometimes I struggle, and I'm just going to be honest, Kathy, is navigating this part of postpartum when things are going wrong. So if I come in as a clinician to support in breastfeeding, I can't actually even help breastfeeding until some of the other things have resolved. Do you find that?
Right. I do. And I think having the network, that safety net of other providers that can work hand in glove with you, with this family is vital. Whether it's
Right.
mental health, whether it is physical health, pelvic floor, re- exercises. There's so many things that could come into play.
Mhm.
And then just meeting the parents where they are.
Right.
Where are you? Where would you like to go? How do we get there with short term, doable goals? No, I can't get your baby to breastfeed 100% today, but we could aim for that. So
Sure.
let's start with like one.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, I love hearing all the things you said. It takes a village, essentially, right? That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and we're not silos. We work together as teams. We can work collaboratively within our communities, within our networks, whether we be online or whatever we're doing. So yeah, I think coming together, talking about these things, strengthening our skill set, so that we can talk and listen, about these things, attachment and bonding, how they work, how they interchange, what they are, give them definitions,
Yes.
so we can really give families some, hope and some understanding. And like you said, meet them where they're at.
Right. You got it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Kathy, I love always chatting with you. I wanted to do a quick check-in with you before we wrap up. I know that this has been a busy time for you. What is happening in your life today? And, I can see that you're in San Antonio, Texas,
I
USA,
am.
right on the screen
I
there.
am.
But just give me a quick update on how things are going for you.
So today is the second day back in my office. The end of November, I literally blew out my ankle. Spent 11 hours in surgery
Mm,
for orthopedic reconstruction. I now have more hardware than a hardware store does. And I am healing well. I'm feeling
good.
great. Business is booming. I'm starting some interns
Oh,
in
wonderful.
February. So I need to replace myself so that I can eventually sit on the beach and assess breasts on the beach.
Exactly. Well, I say if you've got the skills, you should be giving it away, right? That's the reality.
Absolutely.
And we're
Absolutely.
here to mentor those behind us as we were mentored prior. So what a wonderful gift that you'll be giving to those students. That's just wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear you're on the mend. You are a super trooper. I appreciate you. And just checking in on your title of your presentation again, The Powerful Relationships, How Babies and Parents Learn to Love. And this, of course, will be part of a very special package at Gold Learning at goldmidwifery.com, clinical tools for the changing landscape of newborn care plans. So we'll look forward to seeing you online. Kathy's going to be here as part of our forums. So if you have questions, please post them in the forums at goldmidwifery.com. You'll be able to check in with her and continue these very important conversations. And we'll look forward to connecting with you online. Thank you so much, everyone. And you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.